another camera. I got a kitty cam set up because I'm pretty sure my kittens will come say hello at some point. So, as usual, I have messed with my streaming setup some to try to make things better. I don't have my mic in for audio, but if I get someone that comes and hangs out and wants to chat a lot, I will swap to that mic. Otherwise, I will be totally wireless, 'cause I wanna. So I've got this little sort of brewer thing and some creme brulee British black tea. It's pretty strong, so, and this spoon is real tiny. So I'm not gonna do a ton of it. But I set up a little snack and tea set down here, and this is part of it. So I've got this neat little thin profile container that's labeled and has a little spoon. Yeah. And then we're just gonna pour some water and let it steep. I'm gonna put this away so I don't spill hot tea anywhere. And I'll obviously put my food-related things off away from where I'm painting, of course, when I get to that. Also, let me pull up chat. I don't have that pulled up quite yet. Okay, here we go. Now I have it pulled up. So I've got a little like silicone cupcake thing that I use to put my teaspoon in. Oh, we got our first kitten. And swap to the kitty cam. Hi, baby girl. She's a very skittish kitty. Can't decide which one you want to sit on? Baby girl. Oh, did you find nibbles? Okay. Back to making some tea. I also have this cute little silicone cup cover, because I will keep my cup over here just covered. Because, you know, I gotta drink my tea. And yeah, okay. I've also got some music playing in the background. It's stream beats from Harris Heller. It's meant to be used while streaming. Give this a little stir. Oh, you know what? I forgot my sugar. My sugar is incredibly adorable. I will be right back. I don't know how well it will show up on stream, but my sugar is kinda rainbowy colored. And I have some just regular sugar mixed in. And a little beaker of cream. So I think that's probably pretty good for the first thing of tea. So I just put it on top and watch until it's full, and it dispenses tea for me. I'll put a little bit of sugar in. Actually, you can see the sugar in the bottom of the cup. Kind of changes the color of tea a little bit, but you know, it's fun. And then our cream. And there we go. Now I have my lovely little cup of tea. So I'm gonna put all these food things off to the side like I mentioned, and I'll be right back. Have a kitten being cute. Do you need help, baby girl? Is there one stuck in the corner? There you go. Okay, now food things are away from the painting desk. I think I might accidentally have this on repeat. Let me change that here. So, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea real quick. That's really good. Should have made it just a tiny bit stronger, but my next cup will be stronger, so it's still really good. Alright, so this guy, I thought I had already sealed his head, but I did not. So we're gonna get some sealant going on him and look up some pictures of the specific face-up I'm gonna try to do for him. So I've still got some pre-mixed matte medium stuff for my last face-up, so I'm just making sure it's real stirred up. And I'm gonna go grab my face mask real quick because safety is important. I figured I could also just grab the actual doll himself too. So this is a minifee Tika. And this is just the wig he'll eventually wear. The rest of this is just stuff I put together that seemed fitting. And sorry if my voice is a little bit muffled. I got the mask on now, so. All right. So I think I'm gonna mute while I do this quick spray of sealant. Okay. Turned off the loud things, so I guess I need to pull up some of the reference images for this guy. I thought I had made a whole big folder of stuff for this. Where would I have put it though? Oh, welcome back, little lady. We got a kitten back. Hi, Seven. Right. I really got to go through all my photos and stuff. I don't know where I put those. I know I had them at one point. Either way, I know where else I can look for similar stuff. I also can just get the book. I'll do that after I wipe up this water. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Little miss. You gonna hang out, Sons? Sweet, yes. Hi, baby girl. Oh. Okay, so let me go back. Alright, so let's see what references we got in here. So this is going to be the template for the wings. Which I hope to start on those soon. Okay. So it looks like there's some red at the bottom. I think I'm actually going to like draw. Hey, Brill. I'm doing some face-up planning while I wait for a head I sprayed to dry. I think I'm gonna do a doodle mock-up of the face-up and stuff, so I don't, it works in my brain better that way. Let me put this weight down so it holds paper down. Let me grab some paper. Hopefully I did my maths correct here. I suppose, I was thinking I would do this in marker, but I don't think I'll do it in marker in the sketchbook. It'll be watercolor. This is my little travel kit. Well, let's see if I can fix the... Sorry, the image is so dark. I'll fix that real quick. There we go. That should be better. Okay. Let's see. So... Alright, so I'm actually going to recount this just to make sure I didn't mess it up, because I have a plan for this whole sketchbook. So this I was going to do, I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I wanted to leave the first 2 pages blank. These 2 are going to be fun Mana related things, fun Kozi related things, Yuki related things, Kami, Gact, and then a Mana spread, because like the same planning stuff I'm getting ready to do for Kozi, I want to do for Mana, even though I've already completed the Mana doll. Oh, thanks, Brill. I wanted to do like just the costume sort of illustration up here and then wings. So I think for this it's gonna be, oh, you know what though? Should I do? Maybe I'll do costume, wings, and then like a little section for Faceup. Yeah. Alright. So this will be Kozi's little section. And since it's off camera now, this is the inspiration for this. I think there's another picture back here. Yeah. It's right there. So I'm gonna make these wings and outfit and everything. I've already done the wig. I'm pretty proud of the wig. It was a real pain to do given the scale difference. And there's still some stuff I might do, but we're just gonna leave this open over here. And this, I'm using a mini Fitika head for it, but it's drying at the moment. And I think I'm actually gonna... It's been a real long minute since I've drawn anything. So let's go back to the wings. I made this template, 2-scale template for his wings. I need a ruler. One of these days I will have all of these little things worked out as I work at this area more and more. It's nice to be back into doing creative things. I was so creatively dead for so long. So I think up here is going to be wing stuff, and down here will be his face up. So trying to make this look like him. I'm just trying to figure out what colors and stuff I'm gonna use where. There we go. And he's got this crazy feather wig going on. I actually did this when this sort of thing for when I did my other Mana cosplay, and like going back and looking at those sketches and stuff. It's a lot of fun, so I figured it would be fun to do it here too. I know the sketching part is really difficult to see, but I shouldn't be doing this part for very long, even though I'm really rusty at it. So he's got really stark eyebrows. I don't know if they have much of a curve to them. Gonna see if there's any other pictures of his makeup, because his eyebrows are kind of always covered. And because they dressed up in these costumes, you know, a number of different times, the way they did their makeup and how the costumes got repaired and such kind of changed sometimes. So I'm just going to be picking out the particular styles and stuff that I liked best. Okay, so it does actually round some. Dang, I was hoping I get to cheat and just do a straight line pointy kind of eyebrow. Those are much easier for me to do. I hate doing eyebrows. In fact, I probably will start with his eyebrows, just to make sure I get them correct, because the rest of it I'm excited about and it's fun. So let's get the part I really don't want to do done first. Alright, so he has really thick black eyeliner around the top and bottom, because he's very into the clown sort of look. And then he's got some kind of tear lines coming off. And it looks like there's 4 of them. And there's lots of glitter. His lips are not my favorite, but it's how he does them, so it's how it's gonna get painted. And maybe I can do it in a way that I'll like it better, but he's got very like I don't know what you call this style, like black lined lips and then red in the middle. All the other band members, I get good pictures of like their lips, so I know what they did, because some of them like overdraw, some of them underdraw their lips. Or underdraw, or draw just in the correct shape. I do have some other pictures though. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. So it looks like he actually does a little down swoop kind of thing, which I love. Because it does look like he's overdrawing his lips some, and I want to not have him look like Mana, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I think the rest of it's just white and maybe a little bit of blush and shading stuff. So maybe I will use markers for some of this. Let's just see how it goes. I've not actually used markers in this sketchbook before, so I mean, it resists watercolor, so it's gotta be okay, right? I hope. It's just a sketchbook. It's what happens when you're so like out of practice doing stuff. You're like, it's just a sketchbook, or it's just a marker, or it's just, you know, this or that. Would you say Mana is your favorite member? I don't know. I kind of love all of them in their own little ways. I often like Mana's looks a lot more, just because like blue is my favorite color. I love the whole like mysterious don't talk kind of caricature thing that he does. So if I had to choose, sure. But I have lots of reasons for liking. Actually, no. I'm gonna do this in watercolor. I'm not doing it in a marker. It feels really nice to make some progress on this mini miser project, because it's something I started so long ago, and I feel like this will be, there'll be good momentum to this, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that should be good enough. Let me grab my paints real quick. Watch, I'm gonna get super into painting this and forget to look when this head is done drying. That's okay though. This too is part of the process. I love this case, but I accidentally broke the top of it, so I gotta fix it. I actually found out quite a few people in my area are actually like even just know what Visual K is and like it, so I'm like, ooh, let's have a Visual K party. I'm so excited. I gotta rinse this. I'll be right back. I'll give you kitty cam. I also can't forget my tea so it doesn't get cold. Me too. Visual K is great. Parts of it are great, I suppose. Okay. Oh, nice. I have to be in the mood for Gact if it's like his solo era stuff. I love his voice, but most everything else about him is not great. So I am terrified of getting nastiness on my book, so I'm gonna actually put it away because I'll show you. I think. Where is it? No. Where did it? Somewhere in here. I thought I had Mana sign this book. Was it? No. The watch is gonna be like on the cover or something. What the heck? Maybe it was something else that I had him sign. Something else that's Merve as well. I think there's like a album I have that maybe he signed. Either way, I still don't want to mess this book up. So I'm gonna put it to the side. And let me get the reference picture pulled up. Okay. So his lips are a really bright red with some glitter in it. I haven't listened to any of Miyavi's new stuff. The only, like, Visual Kei Band's new stuff I've really listened to has been Deering Gray. I would love if they came back to town again. They put on a great show. Alright, so he's got this kind of blue going on around his eye. And it's like a kind of a sky blue. Miyavi's definitely one of those artists that I appreciate him a lot more now that he's older, if that makes sense. Like, him and his family are so adorable. And he's, you know, really talented, and he's grown up a lot. And see if we can get this to dry quickly. Hopefully the fan isn't too annoying. I can mute if it is. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. I'll have to look that up on YouTube. His English is really, really good. I was kind of like, I'm really glad I got to see Deering Gray live, but I also only got to see them during their sweatpant phase. Like, they had no makeup on, they weren't like dressed up. Like, Kyo just was shirtless and sweatpants. And they still put on an amazing show. It was lovely. But my teenager self was thinking about, like, bleach blonde Kyo with, like, crazy makeup and, you know, Toshiya in corset and all this stuff. And, you know, I was just like, oh, this is great, but... And I didn't go the next time they came around to my area. And wouldn't you know, they were all dressed up and stuff. Kind of. They were more dressed up than they were when I saw them, I guess. I should have gone. And they still played a bunch of, like, the old music and stuff. It was really lovely. I'm gonna do the feathers now. Oh, that's not the one I want. Yeah. This one. We'll start out with this one. But there's also some yellow in there. And a little flash green. I know, oh, are you a self-taught artist, or did you go to college for art? So, kind of all of the above. As far as all the art knowledge I've gotten, art kind of has run in my family. Like I think my, great grandmother designed the seal for like the town that I grew up in, or at least that's what I was told anyway. And when I was really young, my parents had me study watercolor with this lady that was really good at doing floral watercolor painting. Which at the time I was incredibly bored as a child and I hated it, but now as an adult I wish I had enjoyed it more back then, because today I would love taking those classes. And you know, I always really enjoyed all the art classes in school that I took, and then later on, eventually, I think I was in early middle school, and my parents had me take some more, you know, outside of school art classes, but ended up being really bored being put in with the same age group that I was in. Just because, like, I had been drawing for forever, and, you know, I wanted to draw different things than what my age group is drawing, so they put me in with older kids, and that had its drawbacks as well. And I also, like, I just didn't want to draw what the teacher was wanted me to draw at the time. So eventually I stopped doing that. And then in college, I had a whole portfolio and got a scholarship to go to art college. So I do have an art degree, but it's not what my profession that I work in is. I think I would hate art stuff if I had to do it as a profession if I wasn't self-employed and couldn't just draw whatever I wanted, if that makes sense. So yeah, I got a little bit of background in art stuff. But I'm incredibly rusty. Like, I know people that are way better at everything than I am. I don't want to make it sound like I think I'm really amazing or anything, because I definitely don't. If anything, like, I feel like I end up liking my stuff more than most of the actual really talented artists that I know like their stuff. And it, like, I feel guilty for it. It makes me, I don't know, like, that means I'm just really awful. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to put it. There's a whole range of stuff that I feel like I can do pretty decently. But I don't necessarily feel really super stellar at any one thing. I'm much better at being sort of a Jill of multiple trades, I guess. That's a really good way to put it. I really like to do a lot of mixed media stuff too. Like, by the end of this little painting, I'll have used like watercolor and marker and ink and glitter and paint pens and all kinds of stuff. Oh, I am awful at photography, but I love doing it. I just keep scrolling dials until something comes out. Like, I really should take a legit, like, photography class to understand it better so that I can do better things. I feel like it's, at least for me, really difficult to do good intentional photography without professional training. Whereas, like, art and painting stuff, like, to me it's easy just to, like, sit down and plop stuff until it works, I guess. I always love getting into conversations with actual good photographers to pick their brain about their craft. Because I feel like they're probably going to come up with stuff that I hadn't even thought of. Like, I don't know, like there's some photographers out there that you could give them a little, like, Kodak pocket camera and they could still crank out something really amazing. like, I'm very much a gizmo gadget tech kind of person. I love all the gizmos, but all the gizmos in the world aren't going to make up for lack of skill set and practice and experience. And sometimes you can get yourself in trouble by buying a thing that isn't going to do what you think it's going to do, if that makes sense. So I just need to get good, that's all. Yeah, see, composition isn't really the difficult part for me. I feel like I can do that part pretty good. It's more the technical aspect that I have an issue with, is like, you know, see if I can remember my photography terms, like, you know, what aperture you should be set at, or like, are you going, you know, oh gosh, I don't remember the terms. You know, in my head I know what picture I want to get, and I'm okay with. It's just like knowing which technical bits to set to get what I'm looking for, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, when I was in art college, I tried to take a photography class, and there we were gonna develop our own film and all that stuff, but at the time it was too expensive, and because it didn't tie directly into the specific degree I was going into, like, I couldn't justify the cost of it, you know, when I was already spending so much money on other stuff for my degree as a broke college student. So I never got to do that. But maybe I should. Yeah. Yeah, I think just for this one beginner basic class, I was gonna have to spend like $1,000, and this was back in the early 2000s, and you know, my all my courses I was taking at the time at the college I was going to, you know, all together, I think it might have been either $1,400 or $1,600 for the whole semester. So like, that was that was an insane amount of money for one course. And I just couldn't do it. Just couldn't. Because I was, I mean, depending, I don't remember exactly when in my career it was, but you know, at one point I was, you know, I didn't have any more scholarship, and I was paying for my classes all by myself. I didn't have any loans, or couldn't qualify for more assistance, even though I wasn't being supported by anyone else at the time. But my parents made too much money, so like, that was counted against me, even though they weren't footing my bills. It was very frustrating. But I was going to school and working 2 jobs at the same time. Like, I just, nope. Couldn't do it. Anyway, I always love to hear, like, what people what, like, brands of stuff they like to use. I've always struggled between Canon and Nikon. I'm still on Canon stuff. It's what I started with. But sometimes I have the itch to go to Nikon or Sony for video stuff, and Sony mirrorless camera. Okay. Nice. Panda! Hello! I'm glad you're able to make it. I've derailed. Instead of painting a doll, I'm doing a watercolor. But I'm actually probably going to go back to spraying his head real quick. Because I'm going to need to let this dry before I do more layers. That's the worst part about watercolor, is like being patient. And I want to. That's okay. I didn't, when I messaged you earlier, I didn't actually end up streaming anyway. I just, because I knew I'd be like rustling around and it just wouldn't have been great for streaming, so no worries. So I'm gonna set this guy off to the side and get back to spraying this head. I'm so glad people joined in. This is so much fun. I love when I get to chat with people while I work. Alright, so I guess I'll go back to this view. Good, I'm glad you had lots of energy and got all the things done. Today's kind of been that way for me too. I've gotten a lot of stuff done. Alright, so this head looks decently dry from the original spray that I did. So now I want to actually paint on some sealant in the nooks and crannies so he doesn't get stained. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of cleanup and went through a whole bunch more stuff for swap meet stuff. Let's see, can I? There, that'll work. Oh no! Man down! No! It's lost to the abyss! My brush! Well, there's the other brush I lost. wanna? Okay, I'll get that one later. Oh, sure. We all would love to just do dolly things and not do our adulting, but it's gotta happen sometimes. So for this, I'm just literally taking some sealant and painting it into all the little nooks just to make sure he doesn't get any staining when I paint him. Thanks. I've worked incredibly hard to get my space to be to this level. It's a lot of work to have all this stuff and to be organized and, you know, decide where stuff goes and put the stuff there and keep it orderly. And but it is very nice. I'm very appreciative and fortunate, for sure. It's funny, I've got, so like, part of me really wants to be minimalist, but part of me also loves having all kinds of stuff. And currently I am feeding the has all the stuff side of me. But there is a universe in the multiverse that exists where I am incredibly minimalist and have really pared down to really nice stuff. My partner and I were actually talking about, you know, if we wanted to live somewhere else. And I mentioned if I do that, I am definitely going the minimalist route if we move somewhere. So I have awful little speckles on here. This space that I'm in is carpeted, so there is a ton of dust in here and I hate it. But I'd have to move all of my stuff if I wanted to put not carpet in here. And also getting that down would be really expensive. Yeah, like, you know, if you took away my BJD stuff, I would definitely end up with a lot less stuff. And like my art stuff, I have a lot of art things, but I've actually been able to pare down my main art things that I can't live without into a very tiny space. So that I could do. Yeah, moving is the worst. I feel like so many people I know are moving right now or have recently. This last move I did, I just was like, I'm too old for this. I got too much stuff. I can't move every year or a couple of years anymore. At least not with the hobbies and stuff I have currently. I also very much enjoy having my things displayed. Just looking at them makes me smile and also is just inspiring for doing stuff too. Like, I love having all of my art supplies within, you know, visible distance. It's very nice. Yes, all the rainbows. Actually, if you want, while stuff's drying, I can show you the other mermaid setup I did today and my other art stuff rainbows. Yeah, let me grab one of the cameras. Hold on. Alright. Sorry if it ends up being shaky. But yeah, I've got all of those rainbows. All my markers and sort of pens and stuff. And it's a little messy over here, but I've got colored pencils and Poscas and paint pens and journaly pens and pastels and acrylics, inks, watercolors, all the rainbows. And little Ava figures. And then the mermaid stuff I messed with today. So that was the original mermaid setup. And I'm still going to redo things because my orange girl in the back is just kind of hidden. So I got to redo some stuff. And then I put this up today. I love this little guy. I need to paint him like rainbows or sparkly. A little goldfish unicorn. Yeah. I guess I worked on this some too. I added this stuff in the back, so I think that looks nice. And then all my other Malice Meeser guys, I'm playing with stage sizes. I think I'm going to move Gact down a little bit. He's a little too high. Because I got to put some like lighting up top. But yeah. And, you know, this stuff won't be white. It'll be black as well. But yeah. Fun times. There's a sleepy kitty. Oh no. Change back to that guy. Hold on, let me scroll up and catch up because I couldn't see chat. Yeah, the greenhouse room is fun. That's okay, Panda. Yeah, I don't know that I would have ever had quite this elaborate of a creative space like this without the pandemic. So I guess at least something good came out of it. Because it really, like, I couldn't go anywhere, so it felt worthwhile to invest in my space like this, I guess. And I'm glad I did. I need some more tea. Ooh, almost too much. But yeah, part of my design for the space is I really wanted to be able to have people over and hang out and do creative projects. So like I've got a whole like expandable table thing. I just kind of don't really live very close to a lot of people I know anymore, unfortunately. Oh, you're so sweet, Panda. Actually, when I was at Resin Rose recently, I had someone. So I was behind a booth helping a vendor, and they saw me and their eyes kind of went wide a little bit, and oh gosh, I don't even remember how they first got into it, but basically like they remembered Lanier, and like I haven't heard that name in forever. I'd been like, oh my god, you've watched my stuff for a really long time. That was really lovely. That made me smile a lot. They were very sweet. I'm so happy with like where my characters are and stuff now too. Some of them have gone through a couple different renditions, but yeah, they're real good with where they are now. Ah. But now we're Minecraft buds. I almost dipped my brush into my tea. Let's move that over here. Aww. Yeah, I'm a old fart. I've been doing this stuff for a long time. I wish I had been like better at it, had like kept up with doing it. If that makes sense. But you know, life can be rough sometimes, and you just gotta focus on other things. Oh, no, that wasn't Keekster. That was somebody else. I kind of forgot that whole thing happened, honestly. Yeah, actually that's kind of part of why I got this special paint glass, so that I would like pay attention to what glass I was dipping my paintbrush into. Yeah, BJD cast and the red couch. I remember I got rid of that red couch and people were like, oh, the red couch. The unicorn dollies. I need to do a bunch of work with them too, actually. of silence for the couch. I remember that there was one video that I think it was like a Halloween video or something, and someone ended up popping up from behind the couch, and it was so funny. Gosh, I don't even remember exactly like what all happened. And you know, part of my memory is from the scene of videotaping it and us talking about this is what we're going to do, and I can't remember if the bit itself was funny or if just going through the, you know, planning and talking about and doing the thing was funny. Yeah, thanks for being around and sticking with me. I really appreciate it. So like, to jump to talking about like live streaming stuff, I've just been doing it on YouTube, but I've thought about maybe hopping and doing this on Twitch. Like maybe that would be a better platform to do it on. But I'm so Twitch ignorant. Like I don't understand that culture and how it works, and like I'll watch Twitch every once in a while, someone on Twitch, but the whole like, you know, when they say someone has subbed for 200 and something months or whatever, it's like, what? Like, has Twitch even been around that long? I don't understand it. There's some math there that I don't get. And then like the bits stuff, and I don't know. Maybe I need to take a class on Twitch too. Let me pull that picture back up. So now we're gonna be doing some red. The only thing about Twitch that I know that I actually think is really cool is the whole like raids thing that happens, like where you're streaming, or person A is streaming, and they have a huge audience that they're with or whatever, and then they go and send that whole audience over to a whole other channel, and then they're all in the chat and stuff. Like, that's really cool. Ooh, what type of stuff would you stream, Panda? I need a little palette. Hold on. And it feels like for Twitch you have to have a brand, and you have to stay on it, and you have to do it all the time. Or at very least be like on a very specific schedule. Yeah, I understand that part of it. Like, you know, that bits cost money, the sub, you know, costs money. It's more of like the actual like numbers that they're saying around X amount of hours with X. Huh. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Oh, you know what? Sorry. I should change cameras to something that's a little bit better. Oh. Ah! I almost did it. I almost put my brush in my tea. I stopped just last minute. And I feel like he's got just a touch of blush on his cheeks too. Yeah, and you know what? I have... What did I do with it? Yeah. I have a thing. I have a little silicone butterfly thing to cover my tea up. Yeah. Thanks. I can't believe it's already 8 p.m. Until I sat down to do this, I felt like I was getting a ton done in a small amount of time, and now this is just... made time go really fast. Maybe it's because I'm having fun. I have never owned a Sim Idealian 75. I've never owned any of the Idealian dolls at all. I did have a Mecha Angel Scythe, which is 80 centimeters. Yeah, yeah, that's very true. Dolls are always on topic. There was an Idealian that I did consider getting at one point. It's I'm pretty sure he was an Idealian. Hyperion? The like not Vampire Hunter D, Vampire Hunter D doll. But I don't have a good track record of keeping and enjoying really big dolls. So I was able to resist that, and I'm very glad I did. Which one specifically are you trying to find secondhand? Hyperion? I also found an MSD doll that's going to be perfect for a Vampire Hunter D project that I also have going. He's actually going to be based on a Batchik's Dark Elf. I've already got the doll. I just need to make all the things. I've already done like all of the like sketching and all of that for planning them out and stuff. grab them in a second once I get this to a kind of a stoppy point. Which will not take long. Because he's got like the perfect everything for it. Oh yeah, like only us like old people even really kind of know about DOA anymore. It is not a thing. I really miss like DOA was not perfect. It had many things that were not great about it. But I really miss having a centralized place for BJD stuff. I am so incredibly glad that I'm pretty darn happy with where my collection is, because it's a scary world out there buying stuff these days. Like, you know, if you were a new person in the hobby, it'd be really difficult getting good information anywhere. It's all so spread out. Or like, you know, what do you trust? And there's, yeah. Everyone's got an opinion, and some of them are alarming. Okay, it's to the point where it's like, quit fiddling with it. Leave it alone. Let me go get my Vampire Hunter D guy. I'll be right back. Baby girl. Hi, sweetness. Hi, sweet lady. His hair is a bit of a mess. Let me grab a brush real quick. Because he's just been laying in a drawer. I am less of a fan of SDs, unless it's like a CP Delph. Delphs are the only SDs that I really like in their size, and I don't know, haven't considered getting rid of. All the other SDs I have, I always go through like, I don't know that I'll keep them, and I tend to prefer MSDs for sure. So, ignore this kind of awful wig. I made it. It's the first alpaca wig I ever made. But Dee's supposed to have beautiful, long, luscious hair, so. And see if I can show his ears. He's got beautiful pointy ears. He's got a really like strong nose. Actually, maybe this will be better, putting up against something black. Got a real strong nose. And like, you know, you give him a hat, he's got the like Vampire Hunter D exactness going on. And he's got, you know, pointy nail hands and sort of the lanky sort of body perspective, and he poses pretty well. His head has a really nice range of motion, so yeah. He's gonna be really nice once I finally have him done, because I'm gonna do him all like Yoshitaka Amano Vampire Hunter D style. Sweet baby. Hi, Kevin. I definitely prefer the original Delphs to the newer heads that Fairyland has come out with. Yeah, Yo dolls I'm not so much into unless it really fits a very specific character. I don't have very many Yo-sized dolls. Mostly because they end up being very childlike, and children are not my thing normally. Not that your dolls are necessarily children or whatever, but the few Yo child-looking dolls that I have, their characters, the characters themselves aren't children. They just are choosing to be cute and be in a childlike body at the time. Oh, that's a nice first doll to have. Lucky. I do have a Suni now, MSD Suni, thanks to Panda. I'm still sort of like working out what her look and where she's gonna fit in and how all that works. But she's getting there. Getting there, getting there. Alright. So, I'm gonna let this dry really well over here, actually. I wonder, can you see the sparkles? The vibrancy on this camera is pretty high. It's a little bit more than, you know, what this actually looks like in person, but so let's see. Fill my tea back up a little bit. I bet that's a regret. It's like, I used to have a gray skin, what is it, Fifth Motive Venetu, and I kind of regret having gotten rid of him. He's such a cool doll, but he was just so big. Alright, give myself a little bit more room here. I normally have a little side table, but I have my space set up for a swap, so that table's being used elsewhere. Yeah, I also, like, I didn't sell him for a profit either because I figured good karma would come back to me. Like, I've been fortunate enough to find some good deals in the doll hobby, and I've never wanted to be the type of person that gets to, like, sort of scalper level, if that makes sense. And so I sold him for what I paid plus the shipping to me from Korea for him. And, you know, the person was, like, really thankful and incredibly happy. It felt like the good thing to do. What I really, like, I feel like my ultimate #1 regret having sold is my Delph Shine. I normally don't do this, but I actually messaged the person I sold them to be like, hey, if you ever want to sell him, I would love to have him back, and I've never gotten a response, but I so want to find another Delph Shine so badly. I love that sculpt. Alright. So for this, I'm going to spray a couple more layers of medium on him. So I'm going to mute while I turn that stuff on just because it's loud. I don't even want to know how much they go for now. Especially, like, if I got one again, I would want it in the gray skin. And, you know, who knows, there's probably only one of those out there. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Jury, I think, was it Jury 06 was the really smiley one? Lyria's really expensive. Jury 08's used to be really expensive, but I haven't seen any come up in a long time, so I don't know if people are still into them or not. Yeah, I actually, I was talking with someone earlier today, looking at some eyes they were selling, and I asked to show a picture of them in a minifee head, and they showed them to me in a Lyria head, and I was like, wait, is that a Chloe? What is that? And it was Lyria, and it was a very pretty Lyria, which I didn't really like the Lyria sculpt, but maybe it was the face-ups I'd seen on it. I mean, that's really expensive, but also, like, it was such a limited release. There's not many of them out there. I've almost thought about selling my Jury 08. One of them. I've got, knock on wood, I've got 2 of them. But they're just so pretty. Yeah, I don't recall how popular or not popular she was. She wasn't for me. And I still wouldn't pay much for her. But that's, you know, that's just me. Other people are allowed to be super into her and love her to death. I think Jury 13 was also really popular too. But I think that probably had more to do with the face-ups that were done on her. Because, like, any face sculpt can get really popular with the right face-ups and really good photography with them. That really ends up being kind of the thing that makes a head end up being really valuable or not. Yeah, the market super changes. Like, Zooms are not worth anything anymore. You can't sell them even if you wanted to. Which sucks, because I have a couple that I would love to sell. And, like, I remember when Berman's used to be, you know, $5,000 doll, and you can't sell it if you wanted to now. Or maybe you can. I don't really pay attention to that. That sculpt was never for me. But I know a friend was selling one at Resin Rose this year. I don't know if she sold it or not, though. I don't recall how much she was asking either. Yeah, it's hard to tell these days. Like, the face-ups that Fairyland often does, I don't like. And their lighting for some of the just resin photos makes it really difficult. And, you know, then people get the doll in and you're like, oh, I do really like that sculpt. Like, Iset? I hated her promo pictures. But I've seen some owner pictures and I'm like, oh, she's really nice. Oh yeah, Saint. I still love Saint. I have a Saint. This was another doll that I used to have in a big form, and it was just too big. And then, you know, I had washed my hands of ever doing anything with doll sheet ever again. But then they came out with MSD versions, and I was like, no! Why? And I resisted for a really long time, and then BJ Divas teamed up with Dulce to hopefully improve that whole situation, and of course it didn't go well. So it took me 5 years to get this. And you know, and that I do not believe that BJ Divas has a lot of blame in that whole ordeal. It's mostly all Dulce, because Dulce is awful. But now I have him, and he likes to do this because he's a jerk and his dolls are a jerk. This neck thing is interesting. And he's suede too. It's also too, like, it's not just wait times. Like, there was a point where people had ordered the girl dolls that have like silicone pieces that go inside. It was like a special design thing that he just decided to stop providing the silicone parts and not tell anybody, not offer any kind of refund for it, just stop sending them. And then people noticed and were like, hey, these are kind of important for her posing and the way that you designed this. And my girl that I got, he just decided, well, we're not doing all the faceplates that you ordered anymore, so sucks to be you. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. That's not what I ordered. You suck. Dulce is awful. People need to stop giving him money. The worst part about Dulce is, like, I got my order after 5 years, but the only reason I got my order was because someone before me had given up or defaulted on their layaway payments. And so I got their order, or part of it at least. And that's the only reason mine got fulfilled. Like, that's insane. Yeah, Dulce always does a super discount and then takes years to deliver the doll. The only people that I've heard of that have actually gotten their dolls in a timely manner have been on his ass like grass. Which sucks, because I would love to have some of his hands in MSD scale, because they look chef's kiss beautiful on minifee, but I really highly doubt I will ever give that man any more money, because he's awful. Sass flopping, totally. That's very fitting, because that doll, his character, he's Eric from Phantom of the Opera, so he's got to be dramatic. Nah, I don't know about that. I know what hobby I'm in, and people are willing to do and put up with really crazy shit in this hobby. I'm not as familiar with ring doll more these days. I do know Ringdoll was doing at one point a Vampire Hunter D like licensed doll, but then I think they only released it in China maybe, and it made me real sad and I tried to forget about it. But now I kind of wonder if that did actually happen. There were all these like very mysterious like promo pictures that, you know, didn't show a ton but just showed just enough. Very teasy, I guess. Probably shouldn't drink any more tea since it's 8:30, but I want more tea. Come on, Mevo, catch up. There we go. I'm gonna give you guys the kitty cam, and I'm gonna clean up my tea stuff and whatnot, and I will be right back. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get something else, but not caffeine. I already have a hard enough time actually going to sleep when I should, especially when I'm into projects and having fun. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. So I still got tea, but it's iced tea. So, my southern upbringing tells me that it doesn't count for caffeine. Yeah, Harris Heller, I love his stuff. He's a really cool dude. And it's nice to have some music that I can stream and not have to, you know, worry about royalties and all that stuff. Oh, my cats are super lovey-dovey. Especially my orange one. This one is super lovey-dovey compared to what she used to be. She's normally really anxious and skittish and scared, but I have won her over. She likes to hang out a lot now and likes to be picked up and cuddled. Sweetness. Okay, so now I have iced tea with some strawberry in it, strawberry iced tea, and it's got a lid so I can't dip any paintbrushes into it. I did get super lucky with both of my kittens, even though this little one is got asthma, so I have to do a breathalyzer thing for her twice a day. But she's worth it. She's happy and sweet. So this guy is still drying. It looks like there's some dust I can pick out of his face up. See how successful we can be. I think if I were ever to offer face-ups to people generally again, I definitely would have to get a fix on this stupid dust problem. But for the couple of personal face-ups I do, you know, it's fine, whatever. Oh man, if we could teleport items, it'd be so great. Cause like, you've got all of those special like little food items from Australia that like we don't get here, and I've got little food items here that you don't get. Just like swappies. I did send you some in the package I last sent, though. Or I thought I did, at least. I've made a goal of trying to get outside and do more outsidey stuff, since the state I live in is so beautiful. There's so many nice things to go to, and to do like more photography and stuff. And so for that, there's a couple of different like BJD prop photo adventures I want to go on. One is like beach stuff. beach related. So I've got some beach chairs that I got recently, which I probably will replace the fabric on them, but like beach picnic stuff, I think. No, you did not. We had chatted about it, but I haven't gotten those. And then camping is another setup that I want to do. But I don't know if I want to do a full tent kind of camping, but but at least like a campfire roasting marshmallows kind of thing I think I want to do. Unless I find a like really amazing tent sort of deal, maybe, but trying to not have too much stuff. Why you take so long to dry? I suppose I could turn my fan on. Let's try that. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Oh, it helps if I plug in the fan. Hold on. Make sure I'm not going to roll over a cat. I suppose I could also pick out, Actually, I didn't look at my mic levels. Hold on. Well, I don't think it's actually picking it up incredibly much. The audio is coming from over here, which actually, I'll swap to a different mic thing since you guys are hanging out, because I think my audio is better. Hold on. And I'm gonna mute for a second so I don't blow your ears out plugging in some of this stuff. Okay, now that audio should actually be better. At least they were sort of thinking about you, I guess, maybe. Alright, I will go back to working on this painting some while that dries. I really love this streaming setup that I've got going now. I can't do like the fancy bouquet and stuff like, the really like high baller streamer people. Oh, am I? Let's see. Did I accidentally change a setting? No, it's turned up as high as it can be. I can turn this up though. Is that better? The hope is that the sound is better, at least for my voice. If the other is better, let me know and I can very easily swap back. Oh, thanks, Panda. Okay, perfect. Yeah, like I might upgrade cameras someday, but for now, for streaming, like these are fine. I like how easy they are to move around, and like I've got 3 different camera angles that I can do. Yeah, if you want, I can help with at least showing you what I've got experience with and what has worked well for me, for all of those things. Because like I've got a thing so that I can just stream my iPad if I wanted. Sorry, I'm catching up on a couple messages here. Okay. If you want to stream Minecraft, oh man, we should stream Minecraft together. That would be a lot of fun. Like, I really want to get on a like dedicated streaming sort of schedule. So like maybe if we could pick a specific day and time to do it, like we should definitely do that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I actually have I overbought some capture card things, so we could maybe work out a thing if you wanted. We'll see. I'll look later on off stream. I feel like if we ended up doing actually, this is a question you could probably answer. So in my getting into Minecraft stuff, because I'm really late to this 11-year-old game, it seems like anytime there's like a group that's playing on a server, it's called a SMP. What does that mean? I don't know what that acronym means. Oh, survival multiplayer. Okay. So for your capture card deal for your Nintendo Switch, um, do you just have like HDMI coming out of your Switch, and it goes into that? Because if that's the case, I can show you the specific dongle that you need for your iPad to work, because it's what I use. Yeah, I do think so. If we did do the streaming Minecraft thing together, we should definitely do it so that we never go into creative. We'll keep our other world for our own fun, you know. Because if you keep it so you don't go into creative, it gives you stuff to do and throws in some drama and excitement into what's going on, you know. Yeah. I'd probably still only do the uh I forget what it's called. The stuff that we've already got going from that one thing that you showed me. I know I'm being incredibly helpful and specific here. I feel like streaming games could be a lot of fun, but a lot of the other games I like to play, I feel like streaming those could turn into a toxic, not fun nightmare. But streaming Minecraft seems like that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, that'll have to be a thing that we set up and figure out. I'm actually really liking this. Oh, what color does his eyes? Oh, I bet that would be fun to watch. Um, I actually an old game I would love to replay is Sam and Max Hit the Road. What color eyes do I have in you, sir? One's a brown and one's a blue. Okay. We're gonna do the brown eye in this one, I think. Oh, thanks. What? They remade Sam and Max? What? I mean, I don't know that it needed remaking, but I'm incredibly curious. I don't remember exactly what age I was playing it, but I definitely remember being like, he, they cursed. Or like, he, that content probably isn't for my age. I'm glad I'm wearing headphones. I don't remember exactly which character was which, but the small white bunny, he was so awesome. Oh, I suppose, yeah, if they just remastered it and made it so that it could be played in a bigger, more pixels, that sounds rad. I gotta check that out. I never actually finished playing that game, though. I got stuck at the carnival, I think. There was something that I couldn't figure out. Well, I guess there was more to it than that, because you could, like, travel around the country and stuff, so, like, maybe there was something in a different area that I missed. This looks way better in person. On camera, it's like the colors are not really correct. And it's gonna, just like when you paint a doll and you put the gloss on, it's just like, it goes from meh to like, oh my god, yes! When I do the line work and color pencil and stuff on it, it's gonna go from like meh to, oh, this is way better. Here's the wing pattern. You just don't want to keep this shoe on, do you? So that's the scale the wings are going to be at. He's so floppy. Alright, let's see how this head is doing. I think I'm going to give him one more spray. Just because I'm going to be using like bright red and stuff on him, and I really don't want him to stain. Like, he should be good with the layers I've already done, but I just want to be for show. A friend is letting me borrow their Cricut, so I think I might be able to use that to cut out parts for the wings. We'll see. I gotta do a little bit of research into materials that it can cut. Alright. So I'm gonna mute real quick while I do this spray thing. Okay. Let's see. Which machines do you mean? This thing? If you mean this stuff, it's my spray booth. Basically, it's got some filters in the back and a fan that pulls air, you know, this way through the fan. So whenever I'm airbrushing, it picks up extra particulates and puts it through the filter, so it keeps it from going to all my other stuff in the room. You know, it won't work for like any of the sort of noxious kind of fume things, like if I were to use like aerosol cans, because like I'm not really venting it out a window anywhere. Oh, sorry, Cricuts. Cricuts are, um, I haven't ever used one yet, but my understanding is that you can basically have a template and you can have it cut out anything within, I think it's a 12 by 24 inch is your biggest dimensions you can do. And it's basically just a computer with a little razor blade that, you know, cuts stuff. So it's pretty limited on how thick of something it can cut. So like, I'll swap here. So like, This is some material that I want to use for Kozi's wings, but I'm not sure if it's too thick to cut through or not. But this is like perfect for how his wings do, for parts of it anyway. So you never know. Some things might go for a lot of money. Like, just for nostalgia purposes, I've been trying to find my Polly Pockets. 'Cause I had like all of them, like not the actual compacts, but the ones that were like actual houses and stuff that opened up. I used to have a ton of those. And I would love to get them back because, I don't know, lately I've been very much into like, I want to play with things and I would love to play with those again. And boy, do they go for a lot on like eBay and stuff. I don't think I would sell them. I just want to have them again, but we shall see if that works out for me or not. Yeah, she had like a mansion, and there was like a bridal shop and a diner and all kinds of stuff. I feel like this face up is, I might jinx myself, but I feel like it's going to be really easy to do. Mostly because like this sort of fantasy, bright colored sort of thing is my jam. I have a really hard time doing non-fantasy face ups. For some reason. I don't know why. Technically, I feel like those should be easier, but... So I'm gonna need... Let's see what glitters I got. Because he's definitely got glitters in his face up. Hi, bud. Hi, kitten. And he's also got, like, actual glitter on his face, too. And anytime I can use glitter, I'm happy about it. We likes glitter. Let's see what else we got. Hi, Muffin. Oh, that could be really cool. Wish it was a little smaller. No! Oh, sorry if that was really loud. I just accidentally dumped a really cool glitter everywhere. One that I don't have much of. Because I was too distracted by how cute my cat is. Dang it. Why are you so cute, Odo? This is all your fault. Man, that sucks. And it's one that I was going to use for this face up too. I mean, there's still enough for me to do it, but... I'll grab a camera and show you my mistake in glitter organization, like why this is such a pain in the butt. Well, I try to not step on a cat. It's this glitter. This top little jar was full and now it's like maybe halfway full. I'll grab this camera. Odo, this is all your fault, bud. This is all your fault, mister. It's okay, you're real cute. He was like walking all under the drawer and stuff. But see, I was pulling out jars and now it's all in the nooks and crannies everywhere. Oh well, it's just glitter, and up here some. Oh well. He is a cheeky muffin. I call him Muffin all the time. Actually, I've been wanting to find a really good project for this specific glitter, and I would love to be able to find more of it in kind of more of a bulk kind of situation. Gosh, which glitters do I use? He's also got some rhinestones on his face too, now that I'm looking at it. So I have to pull out some of those. Hold on. I will be back. What are you chirping about, bud? Alright, I think these will be good. So sparkly. Alright. So this is another supplies that I really wish I could find again, but I have done, it's been a number of years since I did extensive search, but at one point I did extensive search to try to find these again. But they're just little like tiny half-back domes that don't have a back covering, so they're completely clear. I got these at Daiso forever ago, and I love them so much. They look so great in so many fun doll applications. So I really tend to use them very sparingly. I've mostly used red ones, and so like my number of red ones has really gone down. And then I just got some other jewels. And a couple of different types of glitter to play with. Some of them are like holographic glitter. And different, a pink pearl and a blue pearl. Or sorry, a red pearl, I suppose is more accurate. And some holographic glittery diamond shapes. And a red pearl powder and a pinky blue pearl. Pink pearl powder with a blue shift to it. Two different color, really fine glitters. Glitter will be the last step, so. But having these out will be good motivation to get the thing done. And then the really pretty glitter that spilled everywhere, of course. I also have these tiny little holographic stars. Hi, baby girl. 7 came back. Hi, sweet lady. We're overdue for your meds, huh? Need to go, girl. I might actually take a break in a moment to do her meds. Let me see if get my partner down here to do the thing. Once he gets down here, then I'll probably mute, and then we'll go do it and come back. It won't take long to do. Sweet baby. She's like the softest kitty in existence. Alright. So we'll do a little bit of blushing first. And I do feel like he does do some blush on his cheeks. I probably should actually like watch the video too and some interviews. Let's see. Can I find a video? I can't remember if they did any interviews with their live outfits. I feel like they did. There was a couple. I know I've got them on a hard drive somewhere. I know I've seen it. Alright, I will be back. Okay, back. Alright. I was in the zone and man, the glitter thing just kind of threw me off. So we're gonna start with the sort of face contouring kind of stuff. So no super fun colors yet. Oh boo. That's still $10 you didn't have. And depending on how many of them you have, you know, if you got 10 that sold, it's $100. Alright, let me go back to try and... The only thing that's kind of frustrating with the setup is, like, because of the way I'm currently doing it, I can't, like, share my screen. I could modify stuff to be able to share my screen, but... I'd have to change up how I do things. Let's see. Let's see if I have them in here. Oh, is my Drobo not working? That's why I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Oh no, it's there. Oh, it just wasn't searching it for some reason. Alright. I will swap to that at least. I am fiddling around with stuff on my computer. Trying to see if I can find any interviews where they wore the Le Ciel live stuff, and yeah, here it is. I knew there was one. Hammer Price, okay. It's been so long since I've looked at any of this stuff. Used to, I would have been able to tell you exactly what's what, when, and all that. Oh, that's part 2. I want part 1. Yeah, here we go. Oh, such bad quality. Maybe this won't be helpful. Are you gonna show Kozi? He's got a white face, but I don't know if I want to do a white base face for him. Let me look and see how many different heads I've got for him, because that could make a difference too. Well, so I've got 2 heads. Hold on. I think I might have one more for him. Maybe I don't, though. Oh. Yeah, here's another one. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I've got 3 open-eyed heads for him. So, yeah, one of them can be a white face then. I gotta swap apps on my iPad real quick. It may pause the stream. I don't know. If it does, I'll... Yep. I think we're back. Perfect. Okay. Sorry about that. I needed to, check out what all I had planned, because I have a whole, like, document, like, drawing of the different face-ups I'd be working off of and all that, so. And Odo has decided he is going to be super loud and whiny, so you'll probably hear him making all the noises in the background. So I don't want to spray paint or airbrush his face white, but I want it to be like he does have a little bit of a white face going on, just a little bit. So I'm actually gonna put on some white pastel on his face. Yep. He always ends up being really jealous when we do 7 meds, because she's getting attention and he's not. Even though, like, we give him both treats, and he's just a needy little fart. I've even caught him, like, coughing like she used to for attention. But as soon as I turn my attention to him, he stops. And all is right with the world. I know he's just trolling me. I should do that. It's rude to scream at people, you know. He also likes to chase after her and stuff, which I hate. Such a rude jerk. This is going to be a super experiment. I've never tried to do sort of a white powder face. I feel like my first layer of sealant is just going to make it as though that there is no white powder on the face at all. Like, I don't even think you can really tell on the camera. It's barely... Like, if I hadn't put it on there, I don't know that I would know that it's there. I kind of wonder... Maybe I'll spray it with sealant, and then if it just completely disappears, I'll do some gouache. Just a little bit. Hold on, my cats are knocking around stuff they really shouldn't be. Okay, I'm back. So I got these cute little velvet pumpkins for Halloween decorations, and to be fair, they look a lot like some of my cat's toys. So they, one cat specifically very much likes to grab the white ones because they have a little white puff ball that they also have as a toy to play with. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the sealant's just gonna go poof. But it's worth experimenting and seeing. Thanks for hanging out. I enjoy doing this stuff so much more if someone's hanging out. Let me turn on my booth and airbrush. I'm gonna mute because it's real loud. Well, dang it. Hair got in it. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to wipe and redo it. I think, though, I'm going to do a little bit more gouache and see if maybe it fills it in. Maybe? We'll see. If it doesn't work, though, I'll have to start over, and that's just how it goes. It's funny how there's some friends that are into BJDs, but also into other things that are super duper completely unrelated and kind of surprising. Like, another friend of mine is into BJDs, but is also incredibly into varying kinds of sports, like Formula One and hockey. Yeah. It's interesting how, different everybody can be. Dang it, and I just cleaned this too. Oh well. Gouache is easy to clean. Can you hear Odo complaining in the back? Nice. It's nice when those things work out. Let's move this so I don't stick my elbow in it. Oh, dummy. You gotta turn the airbrush on. Very nice. Oh good, I think that'll work. Now I just gotta see if I can fix two tiny little annoying dots of paint that came out. Shit. Oh boy. I think it worked. Hallelujah. God, there is the tiniest. Oh, I got it. Okay. Oh boy. I think we good. I think that's one I can get off after it dries. Maybe. Where did it go? Okay. One last little spray. And as long as this doesn't mess up. I think we might be good to go. Why must you get little bloops? Where did you even come from? Okay, I think we're good now. Put this off to the side so I don't stick my elbow in it. And that it can dry properly. And... do I? Yeah, I think I am. So I'm gonna let this gouache dry, and then I'm gonna do a layer of sealant, and yeah. Because I don't want to forget that I did sealant, and start trying to do other stuff on it, and have issues. Because I totally would do that. Oh man, nothing like a lap full of white gouache water. I love it. It's my favorite. And I am going to twist all these up just so I make sure I don't accidentally end up messing up my pastels. My desk space is getting kind of chaotic. And normally I have a whole side desk over here, but it's being used for holding swap stuff. Oh, nope, nope, we're going to leave it alone. Leaving it alone, we're going to spray and be done with it. And not drop it. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna clean my airbrush, or at least a quick clean, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. I have to be up early tomorrow, which I had completely forgotten about. I need a new air compressor so this doesn't happen. It's just on all the time and really loud. I just can't decide which one I want yet. Thank you for joining. I love when people join while I stream. It's a lot of fun. Certainly makes this stuff a lot more enjoyable for me. My airbrush is so due for a take it apart cleaning. That is not happening tonight. Alright. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to join too. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be doing a lot more of this, and we'll be in touch about streamy Minecrafty thingies, because that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm going to go, and we'll see you later.